Trader's Edge with your host, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning from TFNN. Welcome to the September 30th. How about that, folks? The last day of September. It is a terrific Tuesday edition of today's opening bell on the Trader's Edge. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, the daily newsletter service that is the intelligence for creating financial freedom. Hope everyone out there had a magnificent, magical Monday. Let's make sure that you and I, that we do all that we can do to have a terrific Tuesday. Hey, talk about some folks that had some magical Mondays out here. Have you checked out the leaderboard in our virtual trading contest? In first place, H. Yip, $25,000 in profit in one trading session. How about that? You start with 25 grand and you make 25 grand out there. And not too bad. In second through 10th place out there, we had C. Norwood making 18, almost 19 grand out there. In third place, J. Skoronsky, 15,000. Nice job there. Fourth place, T. Holland at 13 grand. R. Barnes at 9,000. Out there, A. Todd, 8,600. D. Cooper at 7,400. D. Lojko at 67. J. Yee at 6,500. T. Johnson at 5,700 bucks. That's starting with 25 grand in their account out there. All of those are beautiful returns. And then we had 5 daily winners out there. We had S. Hoang, F. Meehan, D. Gonzalez, C. Sullivan, J. Polycare. Good luck to all of you today. Make sure that you place a trade. There's going to be 5 winners today as well out there. So off to a great start in the TFN virtual trading competition. But, you know, before we begin our day, we should always remember, folks, we should never, ever, ever be a prisoner of our past. Instead, let's make sure that we are pioneers of our future. And for the next couple hours, I'll help you with pioneering techniques that help you identify where price is headed to. We'll utilize that A to B equals CD pattern, that lightning bolt. We'll utilize Fibonacci expansions and contractions because the market's either doing one of those two. We'll take a look at Japanese candlestick charting. We'll look at the Rhodes momentum trading signals. We'll look at the TAS market profiles, Chapman waves. We'll use every tool in our arsenal that we can. And, of course, we'd like to hear about your tools. That means you can give us a call at 877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Together, you and I, we can go hunting for bulls and bears. It is terrific Tuesday. This is Tiger Financials Network. I'm Steve Rhodes, and welcome to the show. Right now, we got the Dow futures up 12 points. Are well off their session high here this morning. We'll take a look, see what that means. They're trading out of 16,992. S&P futures up about 2 points right now, trading out at 1971. NASDAQ up 13, trade at 4,049. The king of beers and dollars, dolares, is on its way higher out here. You had the king up right now about 460 ticks out here, 46 cents, trading out at 86.75. Or 86.17, I should say. That means we've seen the euro get croaked a bit more here this morning. We'll take a look at the currency pairs. Goldilocks, that nice little shiny golden metal out there. That even in the face of this rising dollar is only off $3 out there. Something to think about. Light sweet crude, that's up 11 pennies right now. She's traded 94.67. A quick peek across the globe out here. We're going to find that over in Europe, we've got the DAX up 13, the FTSE down 32. So they've given up their gains as well. Over in Asia last night, you had the Nikkei down 137 points, about 0.8%. Hang Seng up 1.25%, down 296 points. Of course, they've got a little bit of civil unrest out there. I did happen to catch Larry Pesavento yesterday. He was talking about it because Larry has obviously got a place over there. He's got family over there. Hong Kong is an area that I'm very familiar with. Had stores at Victoria Peak and in Nathan, but they never got one on Nathan Boulevard, Nathan Road. Nathan Road is what it's called over there, but did have one at Stanley Market. But in any event, he was talking about how you disrupt a crowd out there. So we'll see if there's a crowd disruptor in the future there in Hong Kong. In any event, that traded up 296 points. The Shanghai up 6. Again, our call number 877-927-6648. So where do we begin out here? Let's begin Let's begin by taking a look at, let's look at the NASDAQ. Let's look at it on 4 different time frames out here. We'll put the Rhodes momentum trading signals out here. So let's put this up on the screen. Let me just update it here, hit the function 5 key, and then voila, there we go. So if we take a look at yesterday's action, what do we know as we take a look at the NASDAQ here on a daily basis? You know, we had a nice push lower on the daily time frame. That took us into our 3rd wave on the way down. You know, it's usually at that 4th wave where you start to see a potential reversal. So maybe that says the choppiness that I expect that we would see this week may still unfold out here. Of course, if you listen to the show, if you heard me on Friday, if you heard me yesterday, nothing has changed. I still believe the market is in the process of making a significant bottom. It could have been yesterday morning as we were on the air out here. So far, if we take a look at the NASDAQ on a daily basis, it's traded up into its point of control out here. That's at 40.61. That's the area where you've got the largest amount of congestion, the largest number of buyers and sellers out here. If you can get above that, then the 4,095 would be its next target. But what it hasn't done, it has not broken down whatsoever. Yeah, it's in the red sell zone or bearish zone on my screen out here. So that is true. We have to pay attention to that. But at this stage here, we've got a market, in my opinion, that is trying to form a bottom out here, and that's the part of the bottoming technique. That was the daily chart that we took a look at. If we go take a look at the 300-minute chart out there, brought to us by our man named Saratoga Bob in the Tiger's Den out here, and it's a good time frame to take a look at what's going on inside the market. What we're going to see the last time that we saw a significant bottom form inside of the NASDAQ, it was right back here. Let me get my cursor. It was right back here on the trading session. That was on September the 16th. What did it do? It made that 7th wave down, made that trough G, using the Chapman wave out there. Big old bullish reversal signal. Went ahead and moved topside. Well, what did we have take place yesterday? As the market was pushing down, did that same thing. Got to that 7th wave on the way down. Nice big bullish bull sash candle that had formed out here. If we pull this back, what we can also see is that we took a look at that market profile high. We can also see that at 4,055, that was your 0.618 retracement from the most recent swing point that we would use out here. That coming in at 515, like the Who said, 515. That was on September 24th out here, all the way down to the low that was put in yesterday morning. So what do we know? We know that on the 5-hour energy chart, we've seen a 0.618 retracement. Just above it is the descending price channel. Folks, if we see the NASDAQ break above that break above the descending price channel, the bottom was in. The bottom was yesterday out there. At least that's what my call will be until we see any further evidence of the such out there. Looks to me like we're going to see higher price here in the NASDAQ. But first, it's got to get above that descending price line, that descending price channel, I should say. We see it close above that. That'll go a long way to saying this market has got legs, real nice, long, pretty legs out there. If we go take a look at the 120-minute chart out here, you're going to see the trend line that I've drawn. That's the red diagonal line from upper left to lower right. Of course, it's in the middle of my screen. But that is the trend line. We can see the price, in essence, has moved right into that area. Of course, as we were on the air yesterday, let me get the crosshair going. What did it form here in the NQ on the 120-minute time frame? At 10 a.m., it formed your favorite candle and mine because it's a one-candle reversal signal. That's the hammer out there. The hammer was put down. That says that low is muy importante. That low out there at 39.98 out here inside of the NQ. You break below that, that spells trouble. We'll deal with that if, in fact, that's what we see out here. At this stage, if we can see a break above that little trend line out there, that says we got higher prices that are in the future out here. Only in the second wave up on that 120-minute time frame. And quite frankly, breaking above this little market profile out here, that's the red dashed line. You can see a red dashed line, a little aqua cyanish type color in the green out here. And breaking above that resistance level, the sellers were loaded to bear out there, and they just simply got trampled by the bulls yesterday. That was very bullish action. So holding the 4,032.35 level is going to be what we're going to want to be watching today. Any retracement back and holding that level and bouncing off of that, that will be confirming additional bullishness inside of the NQ. That was the 120-minute time frame out here. Let's go take a look at the 30. You may say, hey, Steve-O, why are you only looking at the NQ? Well, it's a good question. I'm looking at it, one, because it is a level, it's an area of strength out there. In fact, if we were to take a look at the weekly chart for the NASDAQ, for the NDX 100 out there, what we will see is that on a weekly basis, it's only in the third wave up. It's another reason that Steve-O says the market is forming a bottom. And this could be a very large bottom out here. This could be the bottom. Yep, this could be the bottom that marks the Santa Claus rally up all the way into the end of the year out here. But we're going to take things one day at a time. You know, what I love about technical analysis is that you just check your opinions at the door. You come take a look at a fresh chart. You take a look at the patterns that are out there, and you go with what the screen is telling you. You turn off all the other screen, all of the other noise, and you just trade what you see. 877-927-6648. What I see is a group of beautiful, wonderful tigers and tigresses. We'll be right back, folks.
Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
With the launch of TigerTV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With TigerTV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Thinkorswim, or Terrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on TigerTV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out TigerTV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing. Steve takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
It is always better when we're together, folks. Right now, the Dow futures are up 20. S&P is up a couple and a half. I had a chart. I was trying to turn something off, and which I did, and now I just lost that chart, but I want to try to get that back. So bear with me for a moment while I try to find it. I hope that I did not really shut it down, which was hit the X button when I was trying to multitask and hit just simply the minimize button out here. Come on, show up here. ES Mini 300, there you are, but why is it not on my screen? Well, son of a gun. So I will just, we're just going to have to, I don't know where it went. That's too well. Hey, let's go take a look at the 120-minute chart, 120-minute time frame chart for the ES Mini out here. And a question inside the den about the 1974 level. Inside of the ES Mini. I was going to show you the 300-minute chart, and I can do that. We can just start from scratch. It'll just take me a minute to do that. But if we take a look at the 1974 level, by the way, just have to take my word for it, that was the market profile resistance level on the 300-minute chart. What I was going to show you was how price inside the S&P futures have broken its descending price channel. Remember, we were taking a look at the NQ earlier for the same time frame, and it is not even touched the descending price channel out there. So with the NQ being so strong, I really do want to take a look at that as a sign of whether or not we're going to see just a heck of a lot more turbulence over the course of the next couple of days before that bottom is put in, or is in fact the bottom been put in here on yesterday morning out here. But if we take a look at that, if we understand that 1974 was going to be a logical area of resistance out here, and that price had broken above the descending price channel out here, then we step down to the 2-hour chart. Now, the 2-hour chart, what we can see is that resistance level of that market profile is 1970.15. Now, with this point of control being so close to that resistance level out there, it says that that's where the bears should really be loaded up with arms out here. And now prices only come back during the little bit of a pullback before the 9 a.m., before 9:30, before the market opens. Price just simply pulled back to 1970. And just tested that resistance level. So long as that area holds out here, what that suggests is higher price. If we take a look at this chart time frame out here, I believe we're only in the I guess we're in the third leg on that 120-minute time frame out here. Let me make sure. So we're in that third leg out here on the 120-minute time frame. So if that level holds, there should be at least one more leg to the upside, and that is on the S&P futures out there. Maybe during the break I'll be able to find that where that 300-minute chart is on my screen, or on one of my screens out here. In any event, let's go take a look at what's going on inside the currency market out here. We've got a lot of movement. Let me go back to the futures. We'll do that. We'll take a look at the euro trade out at 1.2598 as we speak right now. We take a look at that. It says we've got a divergent pattern, potential divergent pattern setting up out here. Thank you. All right. Let me take a look at this now. I don't know why I showed that. In any event, let's put this on the weekly time frame where the euro looks like it is headed to, and it's in its seventh wave on the daily chart, potential seventh wave on the way down. So we want to be careful. We want to be watching for any kind of turn inside of the euro out here. It's coming. It's absolutely coming. When, I can't tell you exactly. That when could be 1.2467. That's your 0.786 retracement on the way down. But if I go ahead and I put that same chart, let me see, do I have that? Oh, there's the 300-minute. Just showed up on my screen. How about that? I have to switch to a different vehicle. Maybe I could do that during the break as well. But likely the 1.2467, that's what I would be targeting for the euro out there. That was a weekly chart that we looked at. If we take a look at the Japanese yen, well, we'll go take a look at the actual currency pair. It's in the direction that most folks are familiar with out here. Let's take a look at the, this is the weekly chart as well. Let's go see what's going on the weekly chart. Let's go measure expansions out here. The expansion from the swing point of the weekend of December 30th. From that high down to the swing point on February 3rd, you're above the 1.618 level as we speak right now. Let's go take a look at A to B equals CD patterns out here. See what we've got set up here possibly. Well, let me switch back to the daily chart out here. Let me switch back to the daily chart for the Japanese yen. That it's still just slightly above the 1 to 2 A to B equals CD. That price projection was 109.45. You're at 109.68. Today's candle pretty important, but you're still really within that range. Let's say we've got TK Corporation, Move, GoPro, and eBay. Masco as well on the way up. DreamWorks, Trina Solar, and Petrol Brasilia. Oh, I screwed that up. On the way down. We'll be right back, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months. And right now's the perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or TigerTV streams. We say You can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
And we're off to the races. Ringing the bell. How about this, folks? Basil Chapman's son out there. I guess he works for Tube Mogul and was helping to ring that bell that you just heard in my ear out here. Right now, we got the Dow. She's trading up 13 points, trading out of 17,085. S&P up 1.5, trading out at 1979. NASDAQ Composite up 7, trading at 45.13. Russell 2000 struggling a little bit, down 79 cents out there. The DAX up 13, FTSE down 30. We've got TK Corporation leading the charge, the upside, up 13%, up $7.50. Netflix up 6, up a little over 1%. Move is moving on. It's up 37% out there, maybe a buyout or something, up 564. GoPro up 5%, up 470. Cinex Corp up 360. Bit Auto Holdings up 4.5%. Rewalk Robotics up 7% this morning. Baidu up $1.60. Ambarella up 4%, up $1.78. Zillow to the downside. We'll check in on Zillow. That's the leader in the clubhouse on the way down. Z is the ticker symbol, as I recall, was trading back into a breakout area, off 2.5%. DreamWorks Animation down $2, down 7.5%. Seattle Genetics off 4.5%. Gen Therm. That is trading off 3%, down $1.46. China Mobile off $1.36. Kellogg Company looks like their Frosted Flakes might get a little less frosting this morning. They're down 80 cents. That's not too bad, I suppose. Mosaic, MOS, down 1.5%. Petro Brazil, PBR, was the ticker symbol that I so poorly butchered just as we were going into that last break, off of 5% this morning. Let's go check in on some of these stocks here that are popping and dropping. Let's start off by taking a look at Zillow. Ticker symbol Z out here. I don't see any news behind its move. Yeah, it's down below its breakout area. That breakout, nice wide price spread out here. It's got a high volume high as well that has not been tested. So we really do want to keep an eye on Zillow out here, get a feel for where this thing might reverse, because it will, or it should, get back to that untested high in the 164.90 level. And so far, the pullback out here has been on relatively light volume. But now the key is, where is this thing headed to? We take a look at A to B equals CD patterns. The B point that we're going to look at is August 12th, 1.3 million shares out there. And looks like it was taken out with 1.1917. It's been taken, 1.6 million shares back here on September 25th. Wasn't the B point that was taken out, but we'll go ahead and we'll give it the benefit of the doubt out there. So let's go take a look at potential levels where Zillow may trade to. The 1-to-1 takes us into where we're trading into about here right now this morning, 114.74. You're at 116.02. The low so far, 115.65. So the 1-to-1 A to B equals CD on the way down. Looks like that will be met. Let's pull this back just a bit further. Let's go looking for a decent swing point here to take a look at retracements. That decent swing point that I would use out here, just to get an idea on the retracement, I would take it all the way back inside Zillow to December of 2013, December 4th to be specific, and would go from that low to the high that was put in, that high volume untested high. You are below the 0.382 level. Looks to me more like the buy on this could be right around 106.60. That would be That would be your 0.618 Gartley bipod that could be forming out there. Of course, what you'd like to see is some kind of reversal signal if that were to occur. We can also see that Zillow is getting down now into the oversold condition, utilizing that 14-period relative strength indicator. So Z is one of those ticker symbols that you want to go ahead and put on your pad of paper like Steve-O's doing right here, and then go back and take a look at it and keep it on a watch list out there. We've got Gentherm, THRM is the ticker symbol. She's down 5% this morning. Let's go take a look and see what this is trading into. This is down below its market profile support level, just cracking that area here this morning, breaking a swing point as well. That swing had 815,000 shares. You've done 291, so you're breaking a swing point with volume. Where is this likely headed back to? You'd have to say its target's going to be the July 31st swing point, right around the 41.31 level. It's only about $3 to the get downside out here. We'll see if this continues to pick up volume. If it does, it ought to find decent support around this level here where it broke out on the trading session of May 1st, 2014, about 1.8 million shares there. And that price level that it would be pulling back into is right around the 36.97 type range, so quite a bit lower than where it is at right now. That is ticker symbol THRM, trading to the downside with some volume this morning. We got Conway Inc., CNW is the ticker symbol. That's off 6%, down $3 as we speak, gapping down this morning. Let's go see where this is headed to, and it's below, or it's testing a swing point this morning. That swing point is from July 29th. For only 436,000 shares, it has done 192 as we speak right now, so it's taking on that swing point with volume. Looks like this is going to head down to its last sign of strength and breakout area, which was back on May the 1st. Did we just say May the 1st on the other one as well? 42.63 looks to be its target. CNW is the ticker symbol. That is Con-Way Inc. Also trading to the downside out here, we got the Agios Pharmaceuticals. I think they've been a little bit all over the board, but let's take a look at what do we got here. Travel Centers of America. Looks like they're taking a trip to the downside out here, a big trip, off 15% this morning, down to $1.75, trading out at $9.87. Looks like it's got some volume behind the move out here, trading back into its last sign of strength. We'll see if this area can hold. That last sign of strength took place on August the 22nd. 2 million shares. It's done 278,000 shares, though, in the first 11 minutes of trading out here. So if it cracks that area, its next sign of strength takes you all the way back into the June 6th area, right around $8.11 out here. And that is ticker symbol TA, Travel Centers of America, taking a ride on the Reading Railroad to the downside out here. Let's see, to the upside, we've got TK Corporation. TK is the ticker symbol, up 14%, up $8, gapping up. Looks like a nice move here, taking out swing points, doing it with some volume, it looks like. Yeah, most certainly already a million shares. The most recent swing point high was July 2nd. That only had 355,000 shares. So let's pull this thing back a ways out here. This thing is headed to the moon. Let me put this on a weekly chart out here. See what the weekly swing point might have. Well, let's take a look at that. Have a wide price spread here. So the weekly swing, that's June 30th, by the way, 2 million shares. Yeah, it's going to have that for sure this week. So that's a nice big A to B equals CD to the upside. Gosh, even on a conservative basis, what would I choose as a swing point? Man, oh man, oh man. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to say what this is, if we just take a look at a natural price level, let's look at an expansion. Let's try that first here. That's already at the 1.272, so looks like TK is on its way to the $70.89. It's 1.618 expansion of the last set of swing points out there. That was taking a look at a weekly chart for it. We've also got Move on the move out here. Let me see what's going on with the Move. Okay, so News Corp is going to acquire Move for $950 million, so no need for us to take a look at Move out there. And Netflix, so that's on the way up. That's up $3.83. Let's go see what Netflix is doing. Oh, we're going to take a look at eBay, right? So you got PayPal and eBay. PayPal, they're going to separate the two. I believe that was the news that I heard out there. So let's go take a look at that eBay chart in a moment. Netflix right now What is it doing out here? Let me pull this back just a tad further so we can look at it. Netflix. Let me see here. So, had a little bit of a downdraft session on September the 16th out here, and those lows have been pierced, but not really by much. So it looks like that seems to be a pretty decent level of support out here inside of Netflix. What Netflix right now may be doing a bit of a counter-trend rally that could take it up to the 463 level. It's TAS market profile resistance zone. And if it does that and it breaks the price point of 438.88 with more than 2.3 million shares, that could set up an A to B equals CD to the downside. But at this stage of the game, I don't see anything that looks too bearish inside of Netflix. NFLX is the ticker symbol. The Dow's off 18, S&P is down 2, so far kind of a quiet session. We'll take a look at the Russell 2000, though. That's where we may get the next piece of information about this little this market here that is a little bit of that's forming a bottom, and it's doing really more so as I expected, which is a bit of agitation, a bit of up and down, a little bit of a washing cycle out there in order to really secure that bottom. Let's go take a look at eBay, though. You got eBay trading up $3.36, up $6 as we speak right now. Let's go take a look at it. eBay right now, it had a high volume, untested high. Shoot, it just all it did was just traveled right back to that. And that was from August 21st out there. 50 million shares, 5705 is the number out here. If we pull eBay back a little bit further, really nothing too poorly. There's nothing too bad about the eBay chart out here. It looks really pretty good. Let me put this on a weekly time frame out here. On a weekly time frame. So it'll be interesting to see what actually happens to the stock when they separate out here. But, eBay's really been traveling in a consolidation pattern since it broke out back the week of, November 26, 2012. So the low of that is $49 or so, and the top of the top is right around $57 where it's going to trade into. That is on ticker symbol EBAY. That is on eBay out there. Let's see. Also to the upside out here. Let me see anything significant. Let me see. VMC is a ticker symbol. They've just secured a $65 million revolving line of credit, and the stock is taken off to the upside. Let's go take a look at this on a daily time frame out here. VMC is the ticker symbol, probably gapping up this morning. Yeah, gapping up. Now, no wonder they're so happy. There's not much in the way of trading volume on this equity. Really, if you take a look at going back just to August, it traded 70, 200,000, 80,000. Not a ton of volume inside of this equity. Hey, let's go take a look at that Tube Mogul stock out there, TUBE. Let's go see. They were ringing the bell here this morning. Let's put this on a daily time frame. So, okay, this is a brand new IPO. Not brand new. IPO looks like back July 18th, 2014. That trading session between 8.15 and 11.94 out there. Gapped up recently out here, trading into its market profile low out here. Not a ton of information really with inside of this equity here, but it has not fallen apart, that is for sure. So they were ringing the bell. Congratulations again there, Basil. He's got to be a little bit of a proud moment out there, I would think. Let's take a look at Lockheed Martin. Haven't looked at that equity here. LMT is the ticker symbol. Let's go take a look at Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin moving up against above its market profile resistance level. Did that 2 days ago. Confirmed that yesterday and tested at 182.79. Had some pretty nice volume there on September 26, 1.8 million shares, taking out a swing point that had about 1.8 million shares as well. Lockheed Martin, let's pull this back a bit. Let me see what this is trading into. Let me put this on a weekly time frame. Maybe there's a weekly A to B equals CD that it is completing out here. Let's take a look at it. No. But if we take a look at what Lockheed, it looks like this was in a bit of a consolidation out here, and it broke through that consolidation on the trading session here the weekend of July 21st, and the volume behind that was volume behind that move as well. So it looks like it's actually just finishing up that consolidation move, which was from the price level of about 168 down to probably a low of about the 153. So you had about a 25-point move on top of 178, which will get you to about 200. So you're at 182 right now. So that looks like that's where Lockheed Martin will probably go ahead and trade to. Let's go take a look at Goldilocks and silver. Let's go see what we've got going on out here. So far, gold had traded down about, I saw about $12. Maybe it was even a little bit lower than that out here. Gold, even with the king, you got to like this. You know, I'm speaking about the market is in the process of forming a nice big bottom out here. That's the same thing that's going on inside of Goldilocks and silver. So the price action so far today out here, this is the weekly chart. Let me put the daily on my screen out here. I might make it a little bit easier. Let's go see what kind of volume was behind the move out here. So far today, you've got contracts, 105,000 contracts out here. Another test, though, of the market profile low that is held as support, 12.20 out here. So Goldilocks, very, very, very impressive out here, being able to hold those lows, and all in the face of a strong U.S. dollar index. U.S. dollar index, if we put that up on our screen out here, we go take a look at it. It's trading out at about the 86.17 mark. I've got a 10-minute of the U.S. dollar index, but it is also getting ready to have a crater. That's going to be a volcano. Going to crater in here. Not too distant future. 877-927-6648. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Catch the Money Masters as they teach you the art of mastering money when it comes to trading and investing. Next on TFNN.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 27 points right now. S&P down 4.5. Composite off 13. Russell 2000 down 6 points. So let's go check in on the Russell. Let's go do it via the IWM out here. Let's go see what the IWM is doing, see what kind of volume we've got behind the move out here. Now, what the IWM has done over the course of the last week, if we take a look at the swing point here from August the 1st, that swing point is on, it's August 1st. 109.86 is the number. You should notice the volume down at that swing point is 67 million shares out there. 67 million shares was tested and rejected. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Man, oh, man. Let me try. I don't know why. This is interesting. Okay. There we go. It was tested on September 25th. 49 million shares. Couldn't bust it down yesterday as the IWM pushed lower with 30 million shares. Couldn't bust it down. So that is at 109.86 level. If it gets tested again today and holds out there, 3 tests of a swing point with lighter volume, that would be pretty impressive out here. Now, the better trade setup is that the IWM somehow pushes through that and we get down to the real level that we all want to see tested. That's the bottom of the consolidation level out there. That would be more ideal, the 107.44-ish type range out here. Sometimes you don't always get the ideal things out here, and so far the IWM has proven itself to not have enough selling capacity to move lower because it has not been able to break out that swing point. At a minimum, I would have liked to have seen it at least test its swing point from May 15th out there. That's got 75 million, at least the top of it. That would be a nice test, which means that it would get to 109.21, close back above 109.86, do it on less than 75 million, do it on less than 67 million. That would be one heck of a test if, in fact, we saw that take place inside the IWM. So far this morning, you got volume of about 6 million shares in 30 minutes of trading. Again, yesterday's volume was 30 million, but that's just at the open. Volume tends to, what it absolutely does, dissipate. We'll see if, in fact, that's what takes place today. That's what's going on inside of the IWM. During the next hour, we'll take a look at some weekly and monthly. Well, we'll mostly take a look at the monthly charts out there just to get a feel for what kind of reversal signals, if anything, that we see on the charts. Of course, the week doesn't end, or the month doesn't end until 4 o'clock today on those charts. But we'll get some type of feel for what's really going on out there. Quick peek in on the sectors out here. Looks like of the 9 sectors, 2 of them in the green, the utility sector and the technology sector, XLK. Otherwise, everything is in the red. The weak sector out here, none other than the XLE. So let's go check in the weak sector out here and see what it is doing. The energy sector running right into this little gap, this little sign of strength back here on April the 15th, which has held. That had 22 million shares, but price came into that area. Well, let me see if price actually came into that area or not. out here. Yeah, it did. Came in there with 24 million versus 22 out here. Nonetheless, that held. What the energy sector has done here, which is pretty impressive in my opinion. So here you learn a lot from weak links out here. You had a nice big reversal session, a key reversal day. That was on the trading session of September 26th. That says that low from September 26th is important for it to hold, $90.50 out there. If that level fails, then you're likely to see a move down into the 89.93, maybe even 87.50 out here. But the weak link as we speak so far today has done about 1.3 million shares. That key reversal session had about 11.5. Well, folks, it is the end of our show. It is Terrific Tuesday. Thanks so much for joining us. Make sure you place a trade because we're going to have 5 winners. Actually, a whole lot more than that. So thanks for being here, folks. Have a great Tuesday. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This is TFNN.